If I asked you who the most powerful person in all of cinema is, who would you say? Yeah, go to the comments and argue about that. Might be saying Goku, Aberoth, the Doomslayer, for gosh sakes. Now me, I would say... Look, if you asked who the hell I'm talking about, I would not blame you in the slightest bit, because me, myself, I entirely forgot about the series until now, until I realized the capabilities of this one thing. This shouldn't be counted as a person. This is a walking war crime. You think the Doomslayer is bad? Wait till you see this guy, Anakin Skywalker, blown to the moon, because this guy single-handedly killed more children than the Democratic Party of America, committed more war crimes than the Party of Germany, loses more soldiers than the Soviet Union combined in World War II every minute. You might be asking, who the fuck would do something like this? And I'm about to tell you, okay? It is Fido escapades, okay? This shit it's concerning. Like, it's good, but the war crimes, the Geneva Convention, just stroke and died in this universe. Like, it's insane. Now I'm gonna play a montage of all the war crimes he has committed, all the genocides he has committed, and all the atrocities, even conquest from invention. Concerned about this guy. Cue the montage. These are just some of the atrocities that he has committed. This is the peak of it, but there is so much more he has done. He even mocked the Doomslayer. Pull up the clip. Not even the demons from Doom would manipulate the soundtrack if they knew the Doomslayer was coming. If they knew everything about this guy, or at least some of the things about this guy, that he's just going around killing all of them, if they heard his music, they would not turn it off. But this guy, he proceeds to both turn off the music and then disrespectfully throw the same stick that turned off the music. This guy is a straight up menace to the Doomslayer universe. Well, you might be asking the point of the video based on the thumbnail of the video, you know, how the Doomslayer versus the Ohio King or whatever is not even close, because it isn't. And I can prove it, that the Ohio Kid wins every time, even though the Doomslayer can infinitely respawn. This kid wins every time. Well, you may be asking, how the hell does that happen? Well, I'm about to explain this to you. So, in episode 25 of Ohio Memes, they say this. So, this means he is able to make copies of himself, exact copies, and those copies are able to make exact copies of themselves. So infinitely, he can reproduce. And the way this works is that nothing can stop him. If there's one single one of him out there, he can just repopulate using himself in seconds. And I have video proof of this. In episode 14, he shows us this ability.
You escape from here. Get 'em, boys!
And that is the weapon. And the fact he's able to do that, and that the fact that he's not the king, he's not the original, the king of Ohio is the original, means that he is a single-celled organism, because his cells, like the ones that he created, can create new ones, which proves he's a single-celled organism. And that would mean that he can infinitely reproduce. Now, here's the other thing. In episode 24, he gets confronted by all these people, right? And he's chasing them and stuff. But then, somehow, he knew that the cameraman was going towards a time machine. He has a time machine just laying around where he can infinitely use and infinitely put himself in places.
Hey, what's up, dude? How's shaking?
Pretty good. You can see him obviously chasing a kid, but then it's like he remembered. Well, this would make sense because since there's a time machine right there, that means he's seen this part of the timeline, which means that he knew what was about to happen and just remembered what's about to go down and went to try to stop it because he's already been here, he's already seen this, or at least the clones of him have. And that would mean that he is indeed a single-celled organism, or maybe a hive mind. Now, this is very concerning, how there could be infinite amounts of him, and they all know the exact things that happen because they can see it through each other. This is just a crazy ability. This completely changes the battle because he's seen every outcome. All of his versions are able they're able to appear there. So even if the Doomslayer, he just killed like 30 of them or something, he's gonna be exhausted by the time he gets to the 500th, and then they're just gonna keep coming because they're infinite and they're gonna keep cloning themselves. And then this is where their abilities come in. Okay, in episode 13, you can see him. You can see the whatever you want to call it, the war crime runs at an incredibly fast speed to dizzy out the cameraman or whatever. But what if I told you every single clone, single-celled organism of this guy has this ability, and I can prove it. In episode 14, the extended edition or version or whatever you want to call it, the Ohio kid meets the North Korean kid. Well, since they populate so fast, they're both the same person, and they move at such an alarming speed that it doesn't even pick up on the camera or the eyes or whatever the cameraman, I'm assuming it's a camera they film with, but unless it's his actual vision, which I need that technology then, but they move so incredibly fast that to us it looks like a poor editing skills. But what if I told you that is not poor editing? That is a superpower. They are hitting so incredibly fast that it doesn't even pick up on the camera. That is a unfair ability against the Doomslayer, and he would be crying because infinite amounts of flashes are repeatedly hitting him with the force of a neutron star. Well, this is a great video. I'm glad that I made this because I thought it'd be funny and stuff, because I know he's going to watch this and he's going to be like, oh my gosh, I did not know I accidentally just made the most overpowered character and the entire, like he might as well be a god at this point, because if you run as fast as the Flash, hit with enough force to blow up a star, and you can produce infinitely, and then the cells that you produce can produce infinitely, nothing can beat you. You are unstoppable at that point. So this guy single-handedly, accidentally made the most powerful character ever to exist. And the fact that he can be anywhere at any time and see anything at any time, it's very concerning. Okay, there's nothing you can do against this guy, because no matter what, there's going to be one out there in one random universe, one timeline, or somewhere lost in time, or who knows, they're probably in space somewhere. So if you go and try to scatter through there, you're going to be lost, and there's nothing you can do because they can reproduce instantly, and they will just keep doing that and doing that. And in episode 19, they are able to revive based on the father being like, hey, remember son, dying is gay, so you can't kill them because they'll just come back if they hear dying is gay. And that also proves that they're a hive mind, because the father was able to know and tell his son telepathically and see telepathically that he died, and it was able to make him respond by saying that phrase. You failed.
Remember, son, dying is gay. Yes, father.
And I believe that the thing that'll come down to this is that the Doomslayer, you know how he can infinitely respawn and whatever, that's why he always wins against the characters. Well, I feel like this is going to be the unmovable force versus the unstoppable force. They're going to be forced to surrender at some point because they're just going to keep killing each other, and they're just going to kill each other for the rest of existence, which, I mean, that would kind of suck, but it's whatever. But they could surrender. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's different than what I've been posting because I've been posting like random War Thunder stuff. I actually haven't posted in a while. I was going to post a Minecraft video, but I posted that on a different channel because I thought I'd get my channel banned. But it's whatever. Hope you guys have a great day. Thanks for watching. See ya.